just briefly after winning the 2012 KBC Stock Market Challenge, I went to work for one of the leading prop trading firms here in London, and there on the desk there was this Malaysian guy who was trading a lot of Bitcoin at the time. One day he's looking at my screen and looking at me weirdly, and he's asking me, Atsanas, why are you using all of those diagonal trend lines? And I'm looking at him back and I'm asking him, but what's the problem with diagonal trend lines? Everyone is using them. And the guy's like, exactly, you should stop using them because everyone else is using them, which means they're not effective. At this moment, a big bulb clicked in my head, guys. You can't even imagine the moment I realized that this is so true, because if everyone is using a method which is super subjective, then apparently there will be a lot of gaps and a lot to be filled in between the gaps, which means that the method won't be very effective over the long term, which won't lead you to consistency. And at this moment I asked him, okay, but what are you doing? And then he showed me what I'm actually going to show you guys. Let's dive into it. So here is the Nasdaq chart, and in order to illustrate that, I would first start by what usually traders are struggling with. So most of the traders, they start by trying to establish some sort of a diagonal trend line, which I think is strongly subjective. So I used to trade this way, like traders, they're trying to establish a channel in which the price is moving, but then this channel could be that channel, or it could be, for instance, this channel. The possibilities are really endless. So you can see the way I draw this channel, it's basically the way you can see the price. That's how it looks from a channel perspective. So for me, diagonal lines, even though I've been using them in the past, I don't really think they are very objective. So I prefer not to overcomplicate things, because if you start drawing lines like that all over the screen, then you're gonna get a lot of mixed signals, and it could be this one or it could be that one. So you're trying to trade a break of the trend line, so it's kind of a prediction science, and I don't really believe in that type of wizardry. So I would just remove all of those lines. And then the second biggest dilemma or obstacle that traders are facing is, okay, so let's say we're gonna draw horizontal line. Then in case we have this low here, what are we doing? Are we connecting the close of this candle, sorry, the low of this candle? Are we connecting the low of that candle here? Or maybe the close of the open of the green one? So we have three different levels, and in order to establish which one is the best, what I usually do is, instead of placing such a strong dilemma, I'm trying to draw a rectangle instead, which it encompasses the whole area. And now, depending on where in this rectangle you are, the stronger the signal is. All right, guys, so we have this zone here. Then what is the next step? We need to establish what is the strongest part of the zone and what is the weakest part of the zone. So for me, the weakest part is the upper part, if this is a demand zone, and the stronger part is the bottom of this rectangle, or the lower boundary. And anything in between is, semi-strong. So anything below this center line here is considered to be strong as well. So usually, for me, a good indication of a price reversal wouldn't be if the price just reaches the upper part of this rectangle. For me, a very good confirmation would be if the price goes here to around this level, or even dips below that, and then gives me a confirmation. This would be a good confirmation for me. Being here in the upper part of this rectangle would be still somehow a weak way and a weak place to open trade. And the opposite rule is valid for supply zones or areas. If we are to draw this supply zone, it's a micro supply area here. So again, a lot of traders will be hesitant between drawing maybe this line or then connecting the close of this candle here. And for me, this will be defined by the whole zone. What will be a very strong area? If we are somewhere in the lower part of this zone, this wouldn't be very strong. So if the price is somewhere here, this wouldn't be a very strong indication for me. If the price goes up to the center or above this area, as you can see here, this would be a very good indication for me to actually short sell. And as we can see here, the price went once here, it retested it, it wasn't strong enough. It went another time here, it retested it, and the pullback is a lot stronger than the first one. So this for me is actually a better way to prove a zone, if it's a valid, or if you're gonna see a breakout. But then this will be the best places to look for those reversal or continuation points if in case we see a breakout. And I feel the need to just make it extra neat, guys. So in order to draw these zones again, I've just copied this same screenshot from Nasdaq chart, and this will be the zone I'll be looking for. So this will be the close of the red candle and the lowest point. So I won't be connecting the close with the second wick here, which is kind of shorter than the first one. So I'm always looking for the most extreme one. So if you have a couple of candles, I'll be looking for the one that is most extreme. In this case, this will be the one that is further away from the close value. And this is our zone. And again, it helps if you draw the center line here, which makes it quite neat. Not quite the center line. I think it's right here. So this will give you a good indication. The same goes true for this part here, where I'm connecting the, you see there is a little wick here on the red candle, but I will connect the wick which is under the green candle, because this is the most extreme of the two wicks. So this will be the close value here with the low value here. This gives us the zone precisely, and this is the center line. So anything above this center line, I would consider a very, very strong indication for a good shorting setup. And yes, before I forget, guys, please do like this video, leave me a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new to it, since it does really mean the world to me. It shows me that you're interested, and also it will better help me to help you if I know what you might be interested in exploring more in the next video. And one last thing, really, if you really want to know a little bit more about the underground world and prop trading firms around 2012, you can book a call with me and I can walk you through it. Or if you want to know a little bit more about the day trading program, I would also gladly show you what we do here and what we are capable of achieving. Until next time, guys, pleasure was all mine.